I get up when you get down to this. Keep cool, but still get loud to this. When it drops, just can't deny. The mic turned off, but I'm amplified. So if you wanna ride.
Today you will need plain pizza dough, 4 apples, 1 tablespoon of flour, half a cup of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of flour, half a cup of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cloves, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 stick of butter, melted, 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of water, 6 tablespoons of butter, half a cup of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons of salt. I look like I'm naked. I'm not. So to begin, I'm gonna grab my dough, I'm gonna unwrap it and start to knead it with some flour. And then knead it. So just fold it and push. Trying to get it into a nice ball. And now set this aside to let it rest. Then we could chop up our apples. I'm gonna chop them nice and thin so that I can layer them on my pizza. I'm not gonna worry about peeling my apples because I'm gonna cut them really thin. So just slice them super thin. As thin as you can get them. And don't use this piece. Then I'm gonna toss my apples with my brown sugar, my spices and salt, my flour, and my butter, which I'm gonna break into pieces with my fingers. Now set this aside. Next we can make our crumb. So I'm gonna take my bowl of flour, and I'm gonna add to it my light brown sugar, my cinnamon, my clove, my salt, and my melted butter. Toss this all together until it's all nice and moist. All set. Finally, we're gonna make our caramel. So I'm gonna take my sugar and my water, and I'm gonna put them over medium heat. Let that mixture boil until it just starts to turn amber, and then we'll stir in our dairy. Cut off the heat, start to stir it, and now add your butter very slowly in chunks. I'm gonna whisk in my cream very carefully because it's very hot, so it's gonna bubble up. Turn on your heat again and cook this just for a couple minutes until it thickens up. Turn off the heat and set it aside to cool and thicken. Now I'm going to take my dough and I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to try and keep it round. You can also pull it. I'm going to grab my cookie sheet, which I sprayed. I'm going to place my dough. I'm going to put my apples down. We'll grab our crumb, put it all over the top. This is going to go into a 450-degree oven. It's going to bake until the crust is just starting to brown. The top is browning as well, and the apples are nice and soft inside. We'll see how long. When it comes out of the oven, I just spit. When it comes out of the oven, it's going to look like this. Nice and browning. Whoa. Hang on. So it's just starting to brown. The crust is nice and baked through. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to take my caramel, which is nice and cooled and thick. I'm going to drizzle it right over the top. Drizzle it right over. And then you have your New York style Big Apple pizza. Thanks a lot for baking. Hey. Shh. Thanks a lot for baking with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next week. Lay the man of the pizza. Yep.